Hey everyone, welcome back to my crypto trading bot journey. This is day 28 of the Scalper bot versus the Profit Standard bot challenge. First off, before we begin, I want to say happy holidays to everyone out there. 2 days ago was Christmas, and if you celebrate Christmas, hopefully you were able to spend a lot of time with your family and friends. I also want to say that I am beyond grateful to have you along on this journey. I started this channel in September just to document my journey and having you all come along for the ride. It has been a pleasant surprise. Hopefully you all are having fun watching my videos as I go through the ups and downs in this crypto market. And you all know that just in these last few months, we have been on a roller coaster. So if you've been following along on my journey, you know that last month, the trading platform I use, Bitsgap, they launched an all-new bot called the Scalper bot made for Kucoin. The Scalper bot, it intrigued me because it had preset settings and you didn't really have to do anything. It puts in all the settings for you. All you have to do is pick the coin pair and allocate the funds, and it pretty much does the rest. It's free and it's made by the platform, so the theory is that it should work and make me a bunch of money, right? Well, we'll see the results in a little bit, but before I get into the results, let me tell you a little bit more of what I actually did with this challenge. So, like I said, if you've been following along my journey, you know I purchased a program called the Plan by Dan Hollings, and it taught me about the bots and what settings to put in. And from day one, my thesis on doing this channel was to prove if bots actually worked and if you can actually make money with bots. So the short answer after 3 months is yes, the plan and bots do work. But now when this scalper bot came out, a couple new questions came to my mind. And first was, how does the scalper bot results compare to the planned trading bot results? The second question was, if the scalper bot performs the same or better than the planned bots, then is it still worth it to buy the plan by Dan Hollings? Now it's been 38 days since I started this challenge, and I think I'm ready to answer those questions. And what I've done is I put my own money on the line and I put it into 3 different scalper bots. I then have 3 of the same coin pairs in bots with settings from the plan by Dan Hollings, so we'll be able to compare the results side by side. So what I did was I put in my real money in the scalper bots, but for the plan standard bots where we will be comparing the results, they are actually in my demo account. And there's 2 reasons for this. First is Bitsgap will not let you put in the same trading pair into multiple bots. Now it's impossible because the bot, it wouldn't know which funds are supposed to go to which bot if you're using the same coin pair, right? So second reason is even if Bitsgap would allow me to do this, my Bitsgap plan is limited to 5 standard bots and all slots were already full. So I didn't have any open slots to put the pairs into. I explained both of these in my first challenge video, but some people were confused with this and thought I was doing something funny. I think they didn't believe I was using my own money. Not sure exactly what it was, but for whatever or whoever you were that thought that some funny business was going on, nope, there isn't anything funny going on. I'll show you in a little bit, but you'll see exactly that. I think they wanted to see the top of my screen, and I'll show you guys that top of my screen. There's nothing that says demo, or in the demo bots it does say demo, but in the other bots, in the scalper bots, they are in my live actual account. And hopefully that satisfies your question, or hopefully I'll satisfy your question in a little bit. So, in my last update on this challenge 2 weeks ago, you know that I was ready to pull the plug on all of the KuCoin Scalper bots. And let me show you my results from 2 weeks ago. And here we go. Scalper bots, they're all on the top, and the planned standard bots are right here on the bottom. And as you can see, the Bitsgap KuCoin Scalper bots, they have been real disappointing. I want you to pay attention to these last 2 columns right here. Average daily return percentage and bot profit percentage. Actually, you can't see that this says percentage, but that's percent sign right there. Average daily return percentage and bot profit percentage. So these are the 2 columns that we are putting up against each other. The other comment that some people had in my last update video on this was that the test was invalid because I used different starting amounts. Now that's true if you're basing the results on the bot profit dollar amount, which is these numbers right here, but that's not what um, doing the test on, because obviously if you did it based on these numbers, obviously you'll make more profit with the investment you use more money in. But like I said, we aren't basing the results on that. We're basing the results on the average daily return percentage and the bot profit percentage. These numbers, they do not correspond to how much money was invested. These numbers are based on the performance of the settings. So as you can see, the standard bots right here, they had an average daily return of 1.34%, and the scalper bots had an average daily return of 0.17%. So that's basically an 8 times return. So, some people are confused on this, but the average daily return percentage, it does not matter how much initial investment you put in, because regardless if you have, 1500 in here, or if I had 3000 like this, or if I had $10,000 to invest, the average daily return will still be 0.18%. Hopefully that clears everything up. I know there's some people confused about this. They were saying that the investment amount matters. It does not matter if we're basing the results on the average daily return percentage and the bot profit percentage. Like I said, regardless of how much money is invested, the average daily return will not change. Okay. Hopefully that clears it up. If not, send me a message and we could discuss this further. But as you can see, the standard bots as of 2 weeks ago, and this was 20. This is the 20-day results. Um, the standard bots significantly outperformed the scalper bots. So what I ended up doing, so yeah, like these, they did outperform them by a wide margin. But the other thing is that the scalper bots, they don't give you the option to turn off trailing down. So in my case, I had $500 in BTC that I was going to use for another bot, but it ended up going to the scalper bot because trailing down was on. I had BTC in my account, and this CWAR scalper bot, it took that, like, my initial investment was really only $1,000, but it pulled in an extra $500 that I had laying around, and it um it allocated it to this bot, which I did not want to do, but it ended up doing. So, like I said earlier, I was going to pull the plug on all of these scalper bots because of the return and the results, but then I decided to give it one more shot. All the scalper bots, they were out of grid. So what I ended up doing was I stopped every single one of these bots, and I decided to regrid both the KDA and CWAR scalper bots because I wanted to do the performance based on these two, and not on SHIB, because SHIB was already outperforming it. So let's see. Let me show you the current bots that I have running right now, and I'll show you right here. So this is my demo count. So this is my demo count. So these are the standard bots, like I showed you, like I was mentioning earlier. If you look up top, you are currently in demo mode. It says it right here, that I'm in demo mode, and that's just for the two standard bots right here, KDA and CWAR. But here's my live account. Let me show you my live account with my 5 bots that are my plan. Plus, these are the 2 scalper bots that I have real money into. So for KDA, as you can see, I regraded 15 days ago, and it has an average daily return of 0.39%. It's done 23,000 transactions for a bot profit of $47, which is 5.86%. So pay attention to this 0.39%. Let's compare it to the standard bot, which was running for a month. I did not regrid it. Now, the results might even be better if I regrid these, but the average daily return is 0.79%. As you can see, it's been running for 29 days. Average daily return, 0.79%. It's done 8,195 transactions for a bot profit of $661, or 22.11%. So look at that, 0.79% versus the scalper bot, which is 0.39%. That's almost a double. And for CWAR, it is a 0.23% average daily return for 3.25% bot profit. So let's pay attention to that, 0.23% compared to the standard bot, which is 0.58%, which is basically a little more than double as well. So still, even though I regrid the settings, or regrid these two bots, these two scalper bots, they're much better than the first 20 days, but the results still are kind of disappointing. So let me show you a summary of the final results. Here they are side by side. As you can see, the KDA Scalper bot 0.41% average daily return versus 0.79%, which is almost double, like I said. And CWAR Scalper bot is 0.23% versus 0.59%. So summary of all three, average daily return. The average for all three was 0.79% for the standard bots, and the average daily return for the scalper bots was 0.27%. So it's about a triple. So it's about three times better. And the difference in the average daily return is not as wide a margin as in the 20-day check-in, but like I said, it's still about 3 times better. But you got to remember, I stopped and regrid the scalper bots. Now, if I did the same with the standard bots, the difference would have probably been a lot wider. Another item that needs to be considered is the number of transactions the different bots make. The scalper bots make a trade at only 0.1 grid line, so we'll make a lot more trades. Now let's look at the bot again. So here's this scalper bots, right? So it's only been running for 15 days, and it's done 23,530 transactions. Compare that to the standard bot, and it's been running for twice as long, 29 days, but it's only done 8,195 transactions. So that's what is that? A quarter less transactions. Now, how about the CWAR? 3,745 transactions over 1 month, and 8,301 transactions for the scalper bot. What did I say that was? So it's 2.5 times more transactions, and it's been running in less amount of time. So, depending on what tax software you use, you may hit the limit on the number of transactions with just one of these scalper bots. Like, look, 23,000 transactions. I know one software that I was looking at for taxes, it was limited to 10,000 transactions. So you're gonna hit that limit right there with just this one scalper bot, and in only under 15 days. So yeah, in conclusion, let me bring this up again. So in conclusion, in my opinion, the scalper bots, they don't seem to be worth it to me. That's only in my opinion. You may you could try this out yourself, and you may have different results, but I did it on three different coin pairs, and the results were all the same. Settings that I did learn from the plan by Dan Hollings, they did perform much better than the scalper bots. And as you can see with this last, it's at least 3 times better. I believe when Bitsgap, when they first announced these scalper bots, they were going to eventually start charging for them, but the trial ended and they still aren't charging for them. So if they did charge, I think based off of my results, I wouldn't pay for them. And even with them being free, I don't think I'm still gonna continue using them. I will more than likely stop these two remaining standard scalper bots, the KDA scalper bot and the CWAR scalper bot. I'll probably end up turning them both off tonight. Like I said, the performance isn't there, and it does, in my opinion, an excessive number of transactions. So I have to say that the settings from the plan by Dan Hollings are still worth it, and they have to be the best bot out there. Let me know if there are any other bots that you want me to put to the test up against these planned standard bots, because they seem to be the best bot out there, from what I've seen. And if this is the first time watching, I did purchase a program where I learned about these bots. It's called The Plan by Dan Hollings. They just closed the program for new students, but if you want to get notified when the program opens back up, just click the link down below in the description, and I'll send you an email when the program does open back up. And if you've been following along on this journey, please remember to subscribe and smash that like button. It definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps me grow this channel. I'm glad to have you join me on my journey, and as always, fiat and gold is dead, crypto is the future, and the future is now. See you all on the next video.